Hello, good afternoon. My name is Utto Karustamegasari. People call me Oka. I'm 25 years old, Balinese Indonesian. Before I studied international tourism and hospitality management major in Saxion University, Taiwan for 1 year. I've studied at SMA Negeri 1 Kenya in Bali province for 3 years, and I chose a social science course because I love to spend my knowledge and interested in politics and the economic, social life and environment at the time, and it was studied from 2011 to 2014. So considering the pedigree of my previous experience, I fully realized that the formal higher education is especially important to solve my knowledge to be more well-trained, higher educated, and entirely understand how to be a professional hotelier or able to be a pioneer in the sustainable of development of the hospitality industry business in the real-time future with the creativeness and brilliant strategic. And also the on point is the higher living level of the formal education is helped me to step up on the level of the management in the hospitality industry business. And I believe that Saxion University could offer me the best lectures in the learning process, and that could be my best experience when I studied abroad in Netherlands, especially in the upper density. In my point of view, Netherlands is the friendly and safe country. Undoubtedly, Netherlands always welcoming the foreigners, and especially for the international students. For example, that is proved by the best review and a good review in the social media. For example, YouTube and Instagram, also Facebook. They say that there is a numerous cultures which mingled from all over the world into one in the Netherlands. Whereas I haven't visited Netherlands specifically in upper density yet, I'm tremendously amazed by the visual vibrations, beautiful city setting, and the wonderful Dutch style building which highlighted in upper density by seeing the pictures from the internet. Yet I have imagined that could be my best studied experience in my life to study abroad in Netherlands. So because of the study vibrations, also the situations which supportive by the upper density. I still remember it was at 2016. I worked at Kajanimua Private Villa and Mansion in Ubud, Bali for 3 years as executive guest liaison officer at that time. Definitely, I had the job responsibility to make sure all the guests were treated and accommodated well. And also, I have always strengthened the principle of giving my excellent service to all of the guests, which that include with my passions that I have. That is the most important and absolute. It was still striking in my mind when I worked at Kajanewa Private Plan Mansion in a boot. That was my first experience faces the problem where at that time there was a guest who complained about the room conditions and design which was not the same as the RTA that he booked before. At that time, the floor office manager tried to convince the guest to, in order to solve these problems. Yet he didn't manage it very well, and the guests were upset. Decided to check it out immediately, and will put the review on the feed advisor. So by knowing this, I asked permission to the front office manager to have a conversation to the guests regarding to tackle these problems. So I had the idea to give one of our special treatments to the guests from the spa product or from the restaurant product. So the managers was agree and give the permission to me to do that. So consequently, I went to the guest room and asked them permission to reassure them once again and to talk with the solutions about their problems. I instantly recognized that when the guests come to approach me, then said about something that what he concerned about, and instantly I realized that he was frustrated and really uncomfortable from those situations. So at the first step, I think at that moment I thought that what the next step that I had to do for this problem. So firstly, I called the restaurant to send the welcome drink to the guest rooms, and secondly, I personally talked to the guests and told the guests actually about the situations that could OT, between the OT and also the reservation staff, the hotels might face that. The miscommunications about the re-updating the data at the OTA. Meanwhile, the reservation staff had not shared the upgrading room because of the hotel just finished for the project or the constructions for upgrading the room standard or the rearrange the interiors of the rooms. So the guests actually understand what their problems, and he understood the situation actually, and he said that he wants me to escort him to showing the room once again, and explained about the facilities about the room, and also explain the complimentary that he would have all the time when he stays with us. So at the crucial times, I will give my fully time to listen to the girls grievances and talk to the girls, and also put my empathy as a position as girls. And directly, automatically, he vent to me about all the situations and problems he faces upon arrival in Bali. For instance, the administration in airport, and also his own personal problems that make him so depressed at the time. After those conversations, I would say my apologize for the inconvenience first impressions, and to make the guests feel relaxed and happy. So I offer the guests free 60 minutes massage in order to make the guests feel relaxed because of tiring full journey. And the guests were so happy for that, and because of that special treatment, he feels so pampered and said thank you. Day by day, he spent his day at the hotels. He talked to me about the everything, the problem he's faced during stays. For example, the suggestions or the advices for the facilities or the services. For example, like breakfast, afternoon tea, and room services. And I still remember when his checkout list comes, he was waiting for me at the front office, and he hugged me and said thank you for everything, because he said that it was his best stays ever in Bali. He regards me as his friends. Certainly it makes me so mesmerized and thrilled, because that was first time I had a friendship with the hotel guys, so that was my honor to have those opportunity. From that moment, I realized that having a hard skill is not complete without the soft skills. For instance, it's for analyzing the situations and psychological for the guys, and reading the possibility situation that we might face that, and to solving the problem. That was a great combinations in order to tackle every troublesome that we face in the hotel or hospitality industry business. If there is a questions about my great achievements, so I wholeheartedly say that my great achievement when I worked at the hotels was when the guests remembered my name, called my name for every problem that he's faced or every situations, or share their thought. And last but not least, when I could give my best services to the guests, so which could make the uh, unforgettable memory stays ever in the hotel. So that was my best great achievement in my life. Unfortunately, I have not the experience about the event in Saxion University, but I believe there is someday the great there could be. Uh, would be I joined the event, one of event in Saxion University, and it is my best experience could be. Um, I believe that if I could be the one of the students in Saxion University, so that will be the great opportunity to me in my life to join the event and also share my thought, and also we can share each other about the how to develop all of our sustainable in the hospitality industry together, and we can work together to bring up the charming of the hospitality industry. Thank you.